serial killers kill young boys. Some serial killers kill homeless people. Some serial killers will let you live if you talk to them, if you get to know them, if they get to know you. Some serial killers will take pity while others won't.
Most people would confuse a mass murderer and a serial killer, but they are very different. A mass murderer is an individual that kills a big group of people within a short period of time. But a serial killer murders 3 or more people within days, weeks, months, or years. 85% of all serial killers come from America. There's an estimated 50 serial killers living amongst us in the United States right now. That's one for every state.
He liked handcuffs. He liked to hurt people. But he did it more in the sense of wanting to experiment.
At the age of 23, John experimented with his sexuality and was arrested for sodomy with a 16-year-old boy that was intoxicated. After John got out of jail, he started dressing like a clown to perform for kids. He was very easy to get along with and a very likable person, but looking at him you would never know he was a serial killer. John's first victim was a 19-year-old boy who dug a hole underneath his house for bodies to lay. Police would later uncover 33 bodies underneath John's house. John was convicted of these murders and died by lethal injection May 9th, 1994.
He wasn't the kind of guy that you'd be afraid of.
Feel safe.
He wore black. He had a black hat on. He wore black socks. He wore black shoes.
A phantom killer who cloaked himself in darkness as he perpetuated a series of grisly murders.
Feel safe.
Richard Ramirez, aka the Night Stalker, sits in California awaiting his death penalty for the murder of 14 people. Since February 29, 1960, in El Paso, Texas, violence has always been a part of his childhood. From his father that would attack and abuse him, from his teacher that would frequently rape and lash out at him, not to tell a soul, when he was only 8 years old, and from his cousin Mike that would show him photos of the Vietnam War. Those photos would show hate, murder, rape, and death. Mike would later kill his own wife to show Richard how to silently kill a person. After a while, Richard moved to California, where his violent wrath of killings would start. He believed Satan would protect him.
A big deal. Death always went with the territory. I'll see you in Disneyland. Hail Satan. Hail Satan.
Satan is a stabilizing force in my life. There is a part of me that does believe in him.
After his 14th kill, Richard left to visit his cousin that was released from the asylum he was in for 8 years after killing his own wife. While away, the police found out who Richard was and had the whole state of California looking for him. Once Richard returned to Cali, he was identified, and hundreds of people, 40 cop cars and 7 helicopters chased him for miles with weapons. The police had to save him from the people's severe beatings.
And Richard was placed on death row in San Quentin. He remains there still, a situation not likely to change.
Is there such a thing as a bad seed when a baby is born? Is he already a serial killer, already made, or is he created by his own deeds and feelings throughout his life.
Nick, this is the last time I'm going to say it. You have to kill Eileen Warnes because she'll kill.
Eileen's first victim was a man named Richard. She said she killed him out of self-defense, unable to prove it. She was convicted of his death and 6 others. After her own death, they found that Richard was sent to prison for 10 years, convicted of assault and rape to a woman. She would keep killing after that because it was easy money that her and her girlfriend did not have. Eileen Wuornos is known as America's first female serial killer. Eileen died of lethal injection October 9, 2002. After her death, they made a movie of her life called The Monster. All of these murders have something that is in common. They were all abused. They were abused during an important time in their life where their brain was developing and teaching them what's right and what's wrong. Being abused warped their brain into thinking that violence is a good thing and right.
I think it is believed that Satan was the one that made music in heaven before he got thrown down into the pit.